WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. April showers bring May flowers, and here to shower us with the latest from Pioneer Softball Field, we have Anthony, Andrew, Jimmy, and Steve. Now, Anthony, it was a tough one last Tuesday at Pioneer Softball Field. Lost a doubleheader to the Rampo Roadrunners. What did you see from the two games?
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at the combined stats from both games, and you got to really and I know I'm putting the two stats together, but you actually really got to break it down one game at a time. First game, they lose 4-3. They didn't really play that bad. I mean, Jalen Miller allowed 4 runs in the first inning. She actually ended up battling back and not allowing another run the rest of the game. Pioneers actually out-hit Rampo in the first game. You see the final score, the final run total, 13-3, 17-10 hits. Pioneers made 6 errors to Rampo's 2. And Rampo had 2 more extra base hits. But overall, Pioneers, like I said, it came down to the last play in that first game. But then the second game, they just got flat out beat. Acker had a little bit of a rough start, but I feel like she'll bounce back. But then overall, the Pioneers just didn't really have that second game. It's fine, though. Listen, Rampo's a really good team, so there's no shame in losing. It's just how they lost. It's a little like a little discouraging, but overall, I still have confidence in this team.
Yeah, and Steve, me and you were on the call for that first game, and really tight game. The Pioneers came back. They almost managed to fulfill that comeback. We saw one of the last plays of the game. Lauren Avail was tagged out at home plate. Well, we were both on the call for the game. We saw different things, but what did you see specifically in that one?
We thought we both still think she was safe at home, but that's a story for another time. But you know, Samory, we both played high school sports. What you have to do from a loss is you have to learn. So you have to go out there and look at Carly McDaniel locking down left field. The top of your lineup with Anna Nunziato is still hitting very well. The pitching kind of settled down, like Anthony said, as the game went on. So if you can take from that and learn on this, there's opportunities after these losses.
Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, like Steve said, this is a big learning opportunity. You know, the top of the lineup's been good. Carly's been great out in the field. You know, during the first game, leaving 6 on the base it's tough to make a comeback. But you know, we've got Rutgers Camden this weekend, so hopefully it's going to be a good bounce back series for us.
Jimmy?
You know, like Andrew just said, the biggest thing when you come back from a loss or 2 tough losses, especially a 4-3 one, like they almost came back, and then they basically got blown out in that second game. When you can come back as a team that's 9-10, these losses, you can either bounce back from it and learn a lot from yourself, or it can spiral out of control. It's up to the Pioneers to try and bounce back.
Now, Jimmy, let's flip down on the other side. Let's highlight one of the better hitters on the Pioneer team, or one of the leaders, I would say, as well. Caitlyn Monahan's been swinging the bat phenomenal, Jimmy. What have you seen from the first basewoman this season?
Well, Have Mercy on Me, guys. That's her walk-up song, and Have Mercy on the softball. We're going to take a look at her stats here on the season. 392, 13 RBI, 6 doubles. That is amazing on the team. She can hit for power with that home run and a 421 on-base percentage. She's really toned back the strikeouts, which is why I think she's had so much success this season. If she can put the barrel to the ball, it just flies.
Anthony?
You know what's funny? This is actually her best season as a Pioneer. The home runs aren't as much as they were last year. She had 3 last year. She only has 1 this year. But this is a career high for her on RBIs. Actually, she's hitting well over 300. She has an on-base percentage over 400. She only had 233 last year. So she's actually really doing a good job of putting the bat on the ball, driving runs in, and overall, she's been really impressive for the Pioneers.
Steve?
Yeah, how many times have we seen her calling games? You see her hit the top of the fence. How many times? That's why she has 6
Multiple
doubles.
times.
Yeah, she's 3rd in average on the team, so the hitting's there. And as long as you put the barrel to the bat, the home runs and everything is going to come just like it did last season.
Andrew?
Yeah, man, she's been clobbering balls all season long for us. I mean, she might be the best hitter for us. I'm not really sure. I'm surprised she only has one home run this season.
Missed a couple of them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, got a couple inches more, but no, she's been killing it all season. She's becoming a double machine. We really got to watch out for the president of Monahan University.
Yeah, I like that one there. So, Andrew, keeping it with you, we talked about hitting so far on this block, but let's flip that over on the other side. Let's talk about pitching. A lot of pitchers we've had so far come up big, and out of the hurdles that we do have, who do you want to highlight?
I'm going to talk about Lindsay Acker, a freshman. So we'll take a look at her stats. So far, she's got a 4.81 ERA with a 1.84 WHIP. She's got 27 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts in there, 19 walks. You know, she did really well in Florida. She's had a couple tough outings since we've been back here. But, you know, hopefully she can, you know, bounce back this weekend and bounce back in the next few games.
Yeah, I'm going to take somebody who's been great out of the bullpen for the Pioneers. Lexi Corio, 4-0 on the year, a 3 ERA, 23 and a third innings, 6 walks, and 5 of her 7 relief period appearances this year, or 3 or more innings. So you might see Lexi Corio get a start here soon for the Pioneers.
Anthony?
Yeah, I'm going to go with all 19 letters and 8 syllables, Gabriella Brancaccio. She is a junior. She's the veteran now of this group, and she has 5 1/3 innings pitched this year, all of the bullpen. I'm keeping it with the bullpen as Steve did. Only 2 earned runs. The thing is with her is that she's actually allowed 6 hits and she's walked 4, but she's been able to get out of jams. And you know what that tells me? That's that she's clutch, and the Pirates are going to need clutch if they want to get back into the swing of things.
Jimmy?
You know, I'll take one of the workhorses of the Pioneer pitching staff. Jalen Miller's had a phenomenal season, kept them in the game in Rampo. She's just a freshman, 3.11 ERA, 55 strikeouts, guys. That's 5th in the NJAC. That's absolutely phenomenal. It's only 17 walks in the season. She can control it. She kept them in games all season. She can dominate, and she can go long in games. It's what you want to see out of a starter.
Now, all great picks there, gentlemen, and I think pitching, you have to have some pitching to win some games. But also you got to pair that with hitting. And we're going to hope to see that tomorrow as Willie P. We will play Rutgers Camden, our second NJAC home game. Steve, let's go to you. What are you looking forward to in this game tomorrow?
Yeah, myself and Andrew Ballistreri will be there all afternoon at Pioneer Softball Field. Let's take a look at the numbers between these two teams. Rutgers Camden comes in tomorrow 4-9 overall, 1-3 in the NJAC. Pioneers 9-10 overall, 0-4 in the NJAC, 4.47 runs per game for the Pioneers, 3.23 for Rutgers Camden, an ERA of 5.83 for Rutgers Camden, while the Pioneers have a lower one at 4.13. And this is the numbers that jump out for both teams right here. 30 errors for the Pioneers and 19 errors for Rutgers Camden. And if you look at those numbers right there, it's going to come down to who can make those plays in the field. The Camden's coming off of a 1-14 loss against Rowan, so a clean defensive game could win you both of these games.
Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, in their series, they got outscored 26-1 by Rowan. It was really tough for them. They're off to a pretty bad start so far this year. I think we're definitely better than this team on paper. This is a game, these are two games we absolutely need to win to get back on track. And, I'm really hoping that they can get these ones done.
Jimmy?
In a game when you come off of losses like Rampo, you want to get confidence going. And with Anna Nunziato, Carly McDaniel at the top of those lineups, the leaders of the team, if they can get going, get on base early, establish a lead, that will do so much for this team's mentality, and it'll reflect on the scoreboard.
Anthony, close us out.
Yeah, I mean, the Pioneers are 0-4 in NJAC play, but like I said, they have an excuse. They played Rowan, who is 18th ranked in the country. They play Rampo, who we talked about earlier, is still very good. But they are better than Rutgers Camden. I think they need to sweep the series. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less, and I wouldn't accept anything less from the Pioneers. This is a team that you're clearly better than. Rutgers Camden's only averaging about 2 runs a game. They have an ERA almost at 6. You should be able to take care of business. They can't hit. They can't pitch. You should be able to sweep them.
Well, let's hope for the Pioneers that they are able to achieve this sweep tomorrow, and we hope for the best and the best of luck for the Pioneer team tomorrow as well. But coming up next, Justice Greg and company will take a swing, but not with the baseball bat. For the first time in WP Sports Desk history, we will have a UFC block. Stick around, only here on WPTV.